We know well the theory, but which are the main challenges that you guys have experienced in your way to growth? For instance, Luis, we mentioned before, from scratch to 60 million. Which are the main challenges that you have found and the solutions that you put in place?
Okay, well, since we started like almost a year prior to the pandemic, and we were a team of 6 people initially on the offices and 3 people on the warehouses. And then in March, if I don't remember wrong, the COVID lockdown started, and the sales, so we went from 14 million the first year, even though it was a very, very good start for the company, but and the next year we went almost to 40 million. So in terms of growth, it was a real problem. We didn't have the structure to manage that growth in terms of sales. But the main challenges were, on one hand, to get the right talent, both for, and here there are like 2 different streams, very separated between the kind of profiles that you might need to manage the right warehouse. That at the end, on e-commerce, as probably you would imagine, but the warehouse that many times people forget about how important it is. In our case, it's basically the heart that gets bumped the product to all today to all Europe. But on the other side, getting the right talent for us, that now we are 180 people, was a huge challenge. Not only because of finding the right people, but also because we were competing with a huge ecosystem of companies that are on constant growth, that want to pay more than we can manage to pay. So at the end, getting the right commitment and getting the right people probably was for us one of the biggest challenges.
Good. It's a big challenge, right?
Yeah.
You have a solid culture and make sure that the people who want to join the project is because there is something there, right? Eloy, how about you? You are competing, you have a big competitor, right, in the book space. So what is the main challenge that you face?
We all have a big competitor in all the sectors. I've been working for beauty, I've been working for educational toys, and we all compete with the big ones. And there are many challenges because of that, because they have a lot of resources. So you need to think smart. It's not about big data, it's about smart data. And you need to take all your tools and manage and try to see what is working and keep it going with that kind of solutions and kill the solutions that are not working. Because the principal challenge is to maintain and to have a positive P&L. So you need to see many things, see how your team is connected, because of course you need talent in your team, but you need to see all the tools that you have. It's like people that plays with many balls, that you need to select which are your fights, to fight for it, to optimize one channel, to optimize another channel, to go with one solution, to say no to one provider because you don't have enough time, enough resources. So at the end, what I will say is you need to have balance. To keep on the digital ecosystem, I prefer to call it digital because it's not about e-commerce. We support many other areas with information, with data, with campaigns for stores, for example. So I prefer to see it in a transversal way as a digital solutions that we work for that every day. And you need to have a lot of not only information, but curiosity to try to know the new solutions. What is happening? What is happening right now? Before it was data, now it's artificial intelligence, so you need to be ready to change. In digital, there is no comfort zone.
I can tell. There is no comfort zone. Good. Javi, how about you? You guys, I guess that now you were born as a digital native brand. Now you go to retail. I guess unifying this experience is being a challenge as well, right?
Yeah, I mean, it isn't that complex because we're using Shopify, both as POS and CMS. So we have all our data, customer data unified, all our transaction information. So that is not really a challenge. Where we're really having a challenge is to connect with the older generation. So we've built a brand that is very Gen Z. And you just go out of fashion, let's say, so, or you're not following the trend. So we are starting to focus more on the older generations, and we're trying to provide products that suit them as well. We are redesigning our products, so we don't have the large X that we're well known for in all our products. The variety of the catalog is wider. And then, obviously, the channels where we're impacting this generation are completely different. The Gen Z are mainly impacted on TikTok, but now we're also investing heavily more on YouTube, on Facebook, and then on more traditional channels like programmatic purchasing, where these older cohorts are.